Hello, bonjour, ¿cómo estás? Arigato. Welcome to Tutre Fitness once again. It's a Friday. We are excited about ending the week with a bang. So we are here at Phil Fitness, and we are so privileged today to have the two founders, the founder of Phil Fitness and the founder of Afrobeats Dance. That is Kathy and Phil. So Salimiani, say hi to our audience.
Mulembe Busi. How are you?
It's VP, y'all.
So as you can hear, today our greetings are diverse. Everyone is energetic because the weekend is coming, and we are actually going to get some rest in. So today we are discussing sports entrepreneurship. What do we need to know if you actually want to start or venture into sports? In terms of being a trainer, a supplier of equipment or stuff like that, how we're getting, we're going to learn the tricks behind that, what you need to do in order to build yourself as a brand. And so we are going to start off by asking Phil. Phil is called Phil. Phil meaning Phil, which is I guess Philip.
Yes.
It's Philip.
Yes.
And his studio or the particular area where they do anything sports related is called Phil Fitness. So, Phil, why Phil Fitness?
It just happened. From Philip, we coined and feel. You have to feel the fitness. You know, fitness is wide, but whenever you're doing it without your heart being in there, then you're doing it wrong. Right?
Yeah.
So every time you're doing a workout, you believe that you have to feel it,
Yeah.
and that's where fitness was born from.
Oh, okay, okay. And Kathy, where did dance Afrobeats? How did you come about starting off that kind of a dance workout?
So I've been a dancer for just over 20 years. That is my passion.
Yeah, yeah.
And then because we didn't have any fitness, or rather dance schools, I went to fitness school so that I could be able to express my dance in a way that could be organized.
Yeah.
And in going to fitness school, I realized that there's a huge gap for African dance aerobics. So I came up with Afrobeats to express the African style, African music in an African way.
In an African way. That is very good and very interesting. So, Phil Fitness, dance. So, how did the two of you decide to merge?
You have time?
Yeah, okay, no, just summarize it for our audience. Summarize it. Yeah, so maybe I can start with Phil. Yeah.
Yes. Fitness brought us together. You know, we are partners, but we're also, we are parents, and through our love for fitness, we came together and decided we've done this for so long, and we always look for space to do our shoots and our workouts from. But also we realize that it's limiting, going to other people's spaces, it limits our growth, because we are very, very passionate and keen about mentorship. We also need a space where we can also train others, we can also mentor others to become good trainers.
Okay.
So through that, we got a space. We were looking for a space because we were doing some shoots sometimes back, because we also love to have good content that we can give out to share to others.
Yeah.
So we happened to get a space and decided, why not? Let's mix these things together and work as a team.
Okay.
And that's how the fitness and the Afrobeats
What
became
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And there's an advantage at being partners, like not just having yourself doing everything. When you have someone else in place, I think we all have our strengths and weaknesses. I'm sure Phil has his own strengths in terms of fitness. You have your own strengths, same thing in terms of dance. So when you match them together, it becomes a very unique kind of way of doing fitness. And another thing, Kathy, did you actually, what do you call it? The way you call it Afrobeats. You know, the way someone will say something like, I'm the one who created this, I'm the one who created this. So is that, when you're coming up with that, is that how you ended up calling it Afrobeats? Was it from a heritage, kind of from a heritage perspective, or was it just, I don't know, top of mind, as in whatever came to your mind first?
Having gone to fitness school, we realized teaching aerobics is one thing, and my background in dance enabled me to have a niche and a uniqueness, because I'd done productions in dance, and I realized that when we play the drum, there's something that just comes out in every person, just a natural movement. And that beat was so unique, and I decided, you know what, I want to have these drums in my classes. And not just teaching aerobics, because I love to teach aerobics. And aerobics is a very good concept of cardio workout. Yeah. So how about making it fun? And Afrobeats was my own concept.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called African Dance Aerobics. So Afrobeats instead of aerobics.
Yeah.
And in doing that, you just, it even sounds fun. And that's the whole concept.
Yeah.
Make it fun, make it enjoyable, make it energetic.
Make it different.
Yes, and the uniqueness of our movement and celebrating who we are as Africans really is expressed through Afrobeats.
Yeah, true, true. I remember growing up, when I was in primary school and high school, we used to go for music festivals. And I went to a school in Meru, so you tie those reed things. So when you move,
The sisal skirt.
yeah, the sisal skirt. So when you move, they look like, those reeds make you look like you're doing so much.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, I remember.
I actually didn't have the opportunity to go for music festivals. I really desired to, but I went to a school where it was unknown, unheard of. But immediately after finishing my high school, I went to the National Theatre, and I went with a passion just to understand African dance, our own authentic. So that was where my journey began at the National Theatre.
Yeah.
So that was my school of dance. That's where I learned concepts and the genres of dance, and just
Having them at your fingertips.
yes, and also just learning the dance vocabulary is very important as a dancer. I was so hungry to learn. I was so hungry to find out what's out there. So I went even to the Nairobi show and did those traditional dances for the president. I was in different dance groups. Just dance all those years. And yes, 20 years later, I am still dancing and teaching and sharing the concepts of dance in a different way.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, you don't wake up and build your brand in a day. You know, I think sometimes we see them now and we don't know what was there before. So it takes time to build a brand. It takes time to perfect your whatever your skill. And as you can hear from Kabi, she's been in it for 20 years. Phil, I don't know how long you've been doing personal trainings and workouts. Because I know sometimes you start off from this gym,
Yes.
then you grow.
Yes.
So did you start in Nairobi or did it start?
My journey for getting into fitness was a bit different. It was more of a blessing in this case. As from high school, I loved sports. So I was a rugby player. So after school, my mind was to go and join a club, which I did. I played for 2 years. Unfortunately, I got a fracture. I broke my leg. And that's how my fitness journey started.
Okay.
So from the fracture and the rehabilitation and seeing doctors and seeing the movements and the machines, I was interested. Then from that, I got into bodybuilding. Yes.
Okay.
So from about, I competed in 2004. Yes.
Bodybuilding, the one for posing.
2004, I was third runners-up. I was in the heavyweight category. I was number 3 in the country. That was, after 3 years of competition, that was the highest I
That's
went.
the highest you could.
And then I lost the sight for it.
Okay.
But then, because of all through, as a business person, because I did other businesses after that, before I got really into fitness, I realized the one thing that kept me on track was fitness. Because all through this, the competitions and all through what I was doing, my mind was just focused on training. And I told myself, why not? I can study this. Then I got certified as an S. That's the American Council on Exercise, as a fitness trainer. Someone can do sports science as a course. So I went for it, and that changed everything. You know, that really opened up more avenues into how to handle fitness as a business. Also, just so many other opportunities on how to work with athletes, how to work with kids, how to work with the elderly. So that really opened doors for me. So
that was how
so
you
that's
started.
like 20 years of being around sports and fitness.
Yeah.
So
Then again, yeah. Then again, you hear Phil also says 20 years. So you maybe you see him out there thinking, Charlie, man, Kombele. But before he got there, it
Yes.
took time.
Yes.
And there was a lot of disappointments along the way, I think.
Yes.
There was a lot of feeling shortchanged by people sometimes. And I've liked one thing that you've said. Fitness gives you some sort of discipline. You're focused. And that is why I keep telling moms, especially moms I interact with, I tell them, do have like 2 or 3 days in a week
Yes.
where you actually work out or do something with your children, because children learn from observation.
Yes.
So I'll give you me when I personally work out from the house, my son and my niece, they join me.
Yes.
Okay, it can be a bit distracting because you don't want to hit them and they want to lift everything you're lifting. But at least when they see you doing it, they'll practice. Then in the evening, they'll be like, look, mommy, I can do this, I can do that. And I believe that, and even when you look at footballers, for example, the ones who start at a very young age, very few of them, footballers, people who do basically anything that needs consistency, always end up to be very, very disciplined. I don't know whether you agree,
I
Kathy.
definitely agree. And for me, I feel that fitness is not just about the body. Fitness is being the best of who you are.
Yes.
So, like you can imagine Eliud Kipchoge or any person, they keep fit, not to be skinny, not to be any kind of body, but to give themselves the best. So even as a dancer, I keep fit to give myself the best, so that I can be able to achieve the things I want to. If I want to be able to do a 3-hour dance marathon,
Yeah.
I need to be fit. So look at fitness not just about being a body shape or a body size, but more about being the best of who you are. Yeah.
And that brings me also to the point about fitness and some illnesses like depression. Yeah, because it's becoming it has been, and I think for Africa or Kenya rather, let me talk about Kenya. But the problem is, we always used to be told, that's a white man's disease. When you tell someone I'm going through this, they're telling hiyo ni ugonjwa ya mzungu.
You actually know on the 10th of October is recognized as a World Mental Day.
Mental day.
Yeah, International World Mental Day. And it's just about focusing on mental health.
Yeah.
So fitness is a key function of mental health. And like Phil just said about being able to focus, it gives you a certain discipline, a consistency. If you're able to take care of your body, you're also just engaging your mind. You're engaging your faculties towards being the best of who you are. So if you're feeling low and down in the dumps, get out and run. Go for a walk, swim, dance, do something that will just lift you up. And it's amazing how you feel after.
Yeah, because we release endorphins after we work out, and they are feel good. What do you call it? Feel good.
Feel good
Hormones.
You know the high. Yes.
The high, as opposed to high or high
Chocolate
or
high.
chocolate.
It'll give you a high.
Yeah.
But also just to add to that, one of the things 1st of October was the International Day for the Older Person. Then October being a Cancer Awareness Month. And also, as you mentioned, depression, issues to do with mental health. Then there's the diabetes, there's a lot more, the lifestyle diseases. There's stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure, name them. All these things. One of the best drugs you can do or even manage if you have the conditions is through exercise. But you need to get a professional who can guide you on how to do it. But it's one of the best ways. As fitness trainers, it's our calling to impact people's lives. By through showing them ways of doing exercise in a fun way. Exercise is not a one-size-fits-all.
True.
And most trainers have done that mistake. And that's why we encourage trainers to be as creative as possible, but also go to school and get some knowledge about these things, so that because when a doctor sends someone to you as a trainer, what are you doing to them? Are you hurting them? Are you making it worse? Or are you helping them at least get back their health, get back their function? So it's very important that fitness can be used as a drug. It's a vehicle, very good vehicle for stress management. It is. If you're stressed, anytime I'm feeling, I just run in and sweat.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
Yes, the feel good hormones. Look for them.
Yeah. So for me,
In a healthy way.
in a healthy way. So like I like what you said about lifestyle diseases. I think so many of us wait. We wait until we actually get sick
Yes.
to start saying now let's exercise.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that Kenya will adopt the culture of whether I am young or old, I will exercise. And please don't be discouraged. People start even from 60, and by the time they're 70, they're doing much more than what a 21-year-old is doing.
And it's never late.
It's never late, yeah?
Never late.
And this, I've noticed it with a lot of families with their children. They, when a child says, no, I don't want to eat this, you give them fries, you give them burgers, you give them soda, you give them. What are you doing? What are you filling your child with? So I think if you include the fitness side of life,
Yes.
I think that life will be much.
But maybe just to add, you know why we do that for our kids? You know, like some of us eat a lot of cabbage in school. Then you tell yourself,
I want to give my
or maybe gideri, you know, and then you tell yourself, my kids have to live a better life than I did. You know, but we forget that our food is very rich, and we want to go for the fast food
Yeah.
in the name of pleasing our kids. But you see, the damage and the harm
Yeah.
that you're doing to your children.
Yeah.
Treat them once in a while, but the earlier you teach them to eat healthy, then it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. So parents, especially parents, I urge you to train your kids. Who buys the food?
The parents.
Who keeps that food in the fridge? So if you keep healthy food in your fridge, then your kids will end up, you know, emulating and also adapting healthy lifestyles.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Because children, like I say, children learn from observation. So what they do is what you do is what they do.
Yes,
Monkey see, monkey do. Yeah. Okay, so we are in 2020.
Yes.
This has been a very interesting year in terms of the corona. How has that impacted your business?
During the COVID season was a tough one.
Yeah.
We took a break. 3 months we just decided, hata sisi tumeenda quarantine.
Yeah.
Yes, we went under, we decided to just take a break. But also a lot of our members were scared, so no one would come to the gym
Yeah.
even if you opened.
Yeah.
But then when we came back, it also pushed us to be creative because we started doing Saturday sessions for the community outside because it's safer in the outdoors. Although our gym has a lot of space, it's well ventilated, but people are not comfortable yet. So we got a neighbor who has some grounds and then we spoke to them and partnered.
Yeah.
And we started doing Saturday sessions which have become a hit.
Okay.
So that really pushed us. And also we were doing online. During the 3 months break, we would engage our clients through the online training. So we'd have sessions very early in the morning through Zoom, Google Meet, wherever someone was comfortable.
Yeah.
And we'd do something together.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but really it affected, the sales went down, but it was the entire world was affected.
Yeah, the entire
The
world.
entire world was
Yeah.
affected.
But at least now it's picking up slowly. People
Slowly,
are feeling
guys are
more.
coming back. But more importantly, because people have realized the importance, thanks to COVID, of wellness, of boosting their immunity. You know, and that really has opened another window. Guys who never used to come to the gym now are curious. They want to improve their health
Yeah.
because they know COVID was hitting the guys who are not healthy.
Healthy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of them now are more cautious and taking care of their health. Yes, they are.
Okay. That's interesting to know. I'm very sorry. I mean, I guess we are all sorry for each other because some companies closed down, people lost their jobs, some were laid off, and maybe this is, maybe that was the only breadwinner in the house.
Yes.
So yes, we understand things are tough for everyone, but I'm thankful because Kenya is we Kenyans are very, very resilient. They just keep going and pick up and move on, which is what basically is happening here at Full Fitness. You've come back, you went through a hard time, but you're still like, yes, we'll keep going on this journey. You want to add something?
We even thought of getting someone to buy off the business at some point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, things are quite big, and just seeing that our type and style of work is it's person to person.
Yeah.
We're not like a finance office or an accountant who can just work from home.
Yeah.
We need interaction.
Yeah.
And even as much as there's a lot of people who are doing online classes and all, there's a uniqueness of being actually in touch with your members. So of course there needed to be some diversity,
Yeah.
and in fact during the lockdown we started doing videos with our daughter. In fact, I have one of the videos. If you go on the Afrobeats page on Facebook, you will see one page that is full of views because people loved how she just danced.
Yeah.
So our daughter was in the mix, and everyone was like, if she's dancing, I'm dancing. And I actually did a family dance to one of the local artists here. And we just had to be creative and very innovative. But besides that, just look at where you are, look at what it is that you have. Those lemons make lemonade. Those lemons, you can make lemon ice cream or lemon cake. You know, you can make many small things. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just keep it moving. Because when things are down, we actually, I'm telling you, we had even started looking for, buyers and just thinking of how to let go of the business. We were praying, we were just looking for light because it was a very dark time. And they can't, undermine the fact that people are still suffering and having a hard time even now as part of the effects of going. Who knows? Who knew? Who was prepared for a pandemic?
Yeah,
No one.
no one.
So it's just time to pick up yourself again, use what you have in your hands, and keep moving. That's what we say to ourselves.
Yeah.
We're thankful that we're here.
Yeah. And I think as you talked about the mental bit of mental health, when I talk about fitness, I normally say it's a holistic thing. So you work on your physical, you work on your mental, you work on your emotional, and you work on your spiritual side. Because if anything, I think sometimes as human beings, when you're having problems, that's when you remember to pray. So this is the longest time we have had problems, not only in Kenya but worldwide. So I believe people have been praying much, much more. Their vision, their outlook of life has changed a little bit. Some people who used to think they can't exercise have realized, okay, I can actually do this. I can actually run. I can do a dance class. I can lift weights and actually improve my life, the quality of my life. So it's all about improving the quality of your life. But let's go back to the business aspect. So 20 years later, a gym, you built a name for yourself. Phil has built a name for yourself. But tell people just a small, a brief snippet of the challenges that each one of you faced. Like what were the major problems? Like for you, how did people come to like Afrobeats? What was the response from the beginning?
From the beginning, Afrobeats, because I had platforms where I had people who appreciated what I was doing.
Yeah.
I started Afrobeats actually 10 years ago, in 2010. And I did the first video 2011, which we shot it in 2010 and sold the videos in 2011. And sold 1,000 copies.
Right.
Yes. So that first one was a success in that there was a lot of marketing went into it and a lot of support from the community that was around me. However, subsequently, I did the second video we did last year. And now the online space had changed everything. Because in 2010 we were selling DVDs, actual ones. And now even giving someone a DVD really. So we did another video and we started selling it during the COVID period. And I think people's finances were also not so good. The response was good and great from the people who bought. But however, I must say that Afrobeats is not just a business; it's also a movement because the whole concept, we support other artists. We have drummers and also other trainers who have been certified. We did a workshop last year, so certified them. So we're supporting the people who didn't have an income. So throughout the COVID period, whatever was coming our way, we just support. So that for me has been the greatest challenge because I don't just run it as a business. For me, it's more about outreach and empowering other people through workshops and also lifting up other trainers who are coming up, but also the artists, the ones who play the drums, the percussionists. And we've had several and we support them, but raising funds and raising money for that has been a challenge. So looking for partners and sponsors who can be able to take this, because it's not just about money, it's more about the community. So we are looking to partner with more people who see the vision of Afrobeats and can partner and support the artists who are included. Not just the artists, the drummers, but we have a whole community, and these people, even other dancers who are from really needy families, and this is all they know. I have my job, I have my day job. I have where I earn my but and that is what has helped me to support this